All right. What is up? What is up? I am back. What's going on, everybody on YouTube? Griffin here, coming back with another live stream. For those of you that tuned in to the last live stream, you knew that I was more than likely going to come back for about the last hour. So I'm looking forward to you guys tuning in here in just a minute. But for anyone that's new here and just wondering really quickly, yes, I go live pretty much every single morning now. Into the afternoon as well, just depends. I do have a night job, so sometimes I'm usually off. A lot of times I'm off usually by around noon Central Time, so 1 o'clock Eastern. Again, it just depends. Yesterday was my night off, so I am live, obviously, throughout the day on these days specifically. But, yeah, we go live every single day for the market, pretty much right at market open all the way through whenever I'm ready to go to sleep. So if you're just into networking with a bunch of like-minded people, you'll see some people hopping in the chat here, I'm sure, before long. If you're just in that kind of thing, definitely hit that subscribe button and bell icon below so you'll be notified as soon as we go live. We'd love to have you here. Always looking to build onto this community. But to the whole point of just the stream, what is going on at the end of the day? Obviously, this market has been very volatile of late. Are we crashing? Are we just correcting? Are we, like, what the hell is going on? We've been super volatile pretty much ever since around the end of January into February, right? So with that being said, let's go ahead and get right to it, I guess. Let's see, I'm going to first and foremost, before we get going, make sure that we are up and going. All right, so I already have one of you in here currently, but yeah, we'll just hop over to FinViz really quickly after I get a quick drink. And you see the market has really just taking a shit today, to say the least. We were down on the Dow Jones about 560, close to 600 points at one point. Currently rebounding pretty good. As you can see, we're already up to just being down about 400, 450. NASDAQ still down around about 100. S&P also down about 35 points. I was watching the S&P 500 really closely to see if it would break 2,600. It did not. So personally, me myself, I'm not too worried about it. It's funny that you see all these on this ad. It's kind of funny because I've been watching Gurn, HMNY, JCPenney, all these that I've recently had. You can see I have them right here. It's just kind of funny. But really, I don't think we're crashing. I don't think anything big about this at all. It's just, again, one of those big days where we move one way or another really big. I mean, we've been green for what, about, I mean, we've had like a little red day here and there, but we've been green pretty much for yet another week or two, for like the past week or two. So the fact that we're super red today is not surprising to begin with. Obviously, there's a lot of news going on that's causing this, to say the least, but I think overall we will again rebound. But looking at like the SPY, I keep mentioning this just from a SPY standpoint. I don't think until we stay above 270 and continue to show signs that we're going to keep going up to like 280, 300, etc. 300 is pushing it like 290, so on. I don't think we have to at least stay at or above 270 to 275, period, and show again consistent signs of growth, even if it's just about 0.2%, 1/4%. Almost average daily. Obviously, you're going to have some red, you're going to have green, all that. But if we can't average at least about 0.2%, 0.1% of growth daily after hitting 270 plus, just from the SPY standpoint. And SPY pretty much, if you want to look at it from S&P 500, just imagine a couple more zeros or just one more zero, just 2,620. So what would that mean? We need to be around 2,700 on the SPY is what I'm saying, on the SPY, on the S&P 500. So I mean, to me, it's not a big deal, but a lot of people are freaking out just because we are. Let's be real. This has been one hell of a roller coaster ride the last few months, especially for anyone that's new to trading. I'm hoping I have the right chat pulled up here. It looks like something's going on with that chat. So we'll do this. Pop out. Got 3 of you in. How's everybody doing? Sorry, I'm just making sure that our chat's functionable and not doing anything crazy. Maybe. Put this back over here. My mouse is being a little crazy today. Anyways, so, like I said, Nothing too nothing too much really to worry about, really. I mean, I know there'll be a lot of people saying, "Oh my God, we are going into the recession now. Oh my God, this. Oh my God, that." No one knows at the end of the day, but to me, I think we're gonna go ahead and bounce, unless if we break 2,600, or that's from S&P 500. From a SPY standpoint, if we go below 260. Something to keep an eye on. However, I do firmly believe if we drop below 253, or from an S&P 500 standpoint, 2,530, something like that, if we break this support, because you can see we're really close here, we bounce. Really close here, we bounced. Really close here, we bounce. So I don't think we really need to go into panic mode until we break like 2,500 on the S&P, which would be 250 on the SPY. But until then, I mean, we still got a long ways to go on that. So what does that mean right now? For people that are into options, I would say put calls on almost anything and everything that is like blue chip related. Like a lot of people like playing the SPY. If you wanted to play the SPY, I'd probably put calls right around 265, maybe even 268 if you're someone that likes to go a little far out than conservative people. But I'd put them at least around 265 to 266. How long of expiration? Probably just 1 month. Again, I don't even do options yet. I'm doing them probably within the next week or so. It just depends. But this is anyone that is in options heaven right now, depending on which side of the fence you're on. Shorts are probably having a heyday too. Probably cashing in on all their puts. But AMD, yeah, so I mean, that's all I'm pretty much going to say as to the whole quote-unquote market sell-off. I know the thumbnail, I think I put the thumbnails like market sell-off 424, pretty much the date. But pretty much that's it that I'm really going to talk about this whole sell-off. You see we had a good about 2% sell-off. Now we're obviously bouncing like clockwork. You see a drop, you see it go back up. Nothing big. I mean, we're already back up to over 263 on the SPY. We were down to 261 and a quarter. We're up almost 2 full points since going. So nothing really to worry about. As you can see, oil was down about $1 or $2. It hasn't really moved too much. It's still down about 85 cents, which obviously means Gush is still right around 30. Yeah, I mean, it's up a little bit. So by all means, there's no need to panic. Just sit back. If anything, put more money into your investments. At least that's what I see going forward. At least until something breaks. Like I said, say we break below 260 and go below to 255, then yes, maybe that's time to kind of start being like, okay, what the hell's going on here? But until that happens, it's nothing to worry about. Just a bunch of news, just a bunch of tweets, just a bunch of Trump. It's really nothing surprising, is it? But I'm anxious to see what you guys have to say. We haven't had nothing going on in the comments here. So see how we're make sure that our stream's still doing all right. We still got a few of you in here. How's everybody doing though? How are you all doing on your investments, on your trades? Hopefully you're staying green. If you're wondering what I trade all sorts of stuff. I trade penny stocks. Like I said, I don't know if we have anyone new in here, but I trade penny stocks. I trade ETFs. I trade anything that can make me profit at the end of the day. I consider trading. I've traded TVIX. I've traded DRIP. I've traded Gush. I've traded JNUG, JDST. What else? Snapchat. FTFT. What else? HEAR, which I'm looking at possibly hopping back in tomorrow morning. I was going to get in GERN today, but it did not happen. VRLX, unfortunately. JCPenney. If I would have just held out on that, I seen it. I saw, like I said, I had my plan. I figured it would eventually break, but for some reason the resistance kind of scared me, so I just broke even on JCPenney. AYTU pretty much broke even as well. Took a very, very small loss, 1 penny per share loss. How's it going, Subby? How's it going? But yeah, so definitely love to have you all here. If you're brand new and you're liking what you're hearing or liking what you're seeing and you just want to network again with like-minded people, again, just don't be afraid to shout some questions out or anything like that in that chat. We're definitely here to answer any questions. And like I said, if you're into networking with like-minded people who all have the ultimate dream of just achieving financial freedom, then again, definitely consider subscribing below, hitting that bell icon so you'll be notified as soon as we go live. And by all means, throw some questions, ticker symbols, anything like that in there. And we talk about every different kind of stock. We talk about, like I said, penny stocks, ETFs, options, futures, Forex, gold. Forex we don't really talk about too much yet, but I mean, it's came up. Did I say crypto yet? Crypto. I mean, we talk about just anything and everything. Real estate. We were talking about real estate here for a little bit earlier today. But we have roughly about half an hour until market close. So it's going to be interesting here to see what happens. And you can see the maps overall, red, 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 red everywhere. I mean, we've slowly creeped back a little. I mean, like I said, this is nothing to worry about. I'm not worried whatsoever about the market yet. Verizon's even down. Verizon started out the day up like 3 or 4% last I checked. Oh no, it's not Verizon. Verizon's up here. Let's take a look. So Verizon's still up about 1%, but it was up at 1.3 to 4% this morning.
We have stored no.
These damn ads. AT&T is pretty much unched. So what else do we have from an oil standpoint? KMI is down about 1%, which goes, I wouldn't say hand in hand with Gush, but you can get a good idea on where Gush is going and XOP and all that. Oh. So Gush is consolidating right around 30.70, 30.80. I'm anxious to see how Gush is going to end the day. Obviously, I have a position on Gush. So that's partially why we are in that. But also, like I said, the only other thing I have a position on is VLRX, a very, very small position, just 24 shares. Ooh, shoot. But I'm definitely anxious to see what's going to happen. I can already see the news headlines for tonight. Markets, maybe not collapse. Markets, what's the word they like to use for falls? Like, they usually have some slimy ass word that they use for falls. I'll just keep it simple. Market falls on fears of Trump something. It'll have something to do with Trump. I guarantee you. They always find a way to make it about Trump, don't they? Chat's a little slow. See how everybody's doing. We got 5 of you tuning in. How are y'all doing? Like I said, shoot some stuff out in that chat. Definitely here to answer any questions. No monster. Nope, not yet. I really don't think it's going to happen today. If anything, watch it happen after hours. I really think, though, that tomorrow's going to be your green day. And I don't think you're going to go up 400 or 500 points tomorrow. I would expect kind of like a up 200, up 300. Now, could we have one of those days where we're like up 550 or something? Or continue down like 200 or something? I doubt the down. But I'm not worried. Like I said, I would expect tomorrow to kind of be like a up 200 to 300 type day. Wouldn't be surprised if Thursday was like another down day, and then we end Friday up like 400 or 500. Now, is that guaranteed? Absolutely not. I'm kind of throwing random numbers out. I'm just saying I wouldn't expect nothing crazy over the next 24 hours. If so, you can almost guarantee it's going to happen after hours. Pretty good. Just trying to catch up. I feel you. Still in class, I'm assuming. Because where you're at, it's about 12:30, so you might be on lunch break. Definitely wish I'd held out on JCP for a little bit more. Sold it at 295. Got up to 302 for a little bit. It's right there again. Could have made a quick couple bucks. How's it going there, William? What's your opinion on defense stocks like NOCBOE? I think they'll do. I'm not gonna say nothing but go up, but I definitely think they have tons of upside to them. We've mentioned them a little bit here, but not too often. But I definitely think as long as Trump's in office, I think you have some pretty good chances on making some money on those defense stocks. I'm not one to say Trump's going to start World War III or a war or anything, but with news channels and everything, we all know that markets are driven a lot on like news and tweets and everything right now, which is stupid. It shows how this market is, but I mean, you might as well play it. But I definitely think that those have quite a bit of upside, to say the least. I'm not currently in any. I think I was looking at RTN, if I remember right. Was it RTN or maybe it was a different one? So you see a big dip. I mean, the whole market dipped today, let's be real. But look, nothing but upside. Pretty much since when? Since Trump's been in office. Let's look at the last 3 years, or even just last year. Up, 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 up. So definitely good for like a long-term investment. Like I said, as long as he's president, you're probably looking at nothing but upside. Might be a good dip buy opportunity, but yeah, because I mean that's down 4%. That's a pretty big decrease on the daily. I didn't hear Trump's speech, or not speech, but I didn't hear the whole fiasco. I'd wait till after earnings too, because I think at earnings you might see it continue down or jump up. I would guess probably jump up, but let me know what happens. Like, let me know what you decide on that one. See if that one correlates at all with the other ones that you said. NOC. So yeah, that also seen about a 4% dip. I'm assuming all these are going to see about a 4%. That's about 0.5%, but overall down quite a bit the last day or so. LMT was another one. See, that's down about 5% as well, which the earnings was not good. So that explains that one. But again, you see it's starting to already try to recover. So looking at the 180. Again, nothing but upside. Big pullback. Might be a potentially good time to buy on that one. Only thing is that your indicators. Also paying attention to your indicators before investing, because obviously you have a lot of room to potentially continue to pull back. So just be careful with this one specifically. 30-minute lecture. I personally don't invest in stuff that's hundreds of dollars per share. Personally, though, that's just me. I mean, I'm the one that preaches like don't invest in something just because of its price, or don't hold back on investing in something because of its price. But what we generally notice with these larger cap stocks is, I mean, you have to see a big movement to really make much money. I mean, obviously $20, 5%, that's a pretty decent amount. But like, I'm just saying stuff like Amazon, all those bigger ones, Alphabet, Google, better known as Google. I mean, you have to see like really big movements to really make or lose money, which can be good, but which can also be bad if you're trying to quote unquote day trade or anything like that. Check. We were looking at check earlier this morning, weren't we? Good Lord. Think it's going to get... What company is this? Do you think this is going to get halted? I mean, it's up 133% on the day. Oh, shoot. Sorry about that. She's still pushing, too. Trying to, at least. Just news. I mean, in all honesty, that's about what it all is. It's just apparently Trump and I think it's France Prime Minister or somebody. Like I said, I wasn't in there listening to it. I was actually doing a live stream when it was going on. But apparently some stuff with the Iran nuclear deal and just a various amount of subjects. Just again, more news. This market is almost news and tweet driven for God knows what reason. It's usually not so sensitive to stuff like that. I mean, it is. I mean, it's news driven a lot of times, but he looked at the J charts and said the markets did not breach lows, so no worry yet. Oh, but yeah. Like I was mentioning earlier, if we just go and look at SPY, or if you, I don't know if I can pull up. Okay, so I can. I didn't know I could pull up SPX. So looking at the 180, I did this with SPY too. I drew it right around here. If I can get it, there we go. So zooming in right here. Pretty much every time we got near 2500, just above 2500, 2550-ish, every time we got down to that, boom, we bounced up. Boom, we bounced up. We got close, but not quite. Boom, bounced again. And now we seem to be, it looks like we're going to go ahead and bounce again, even higher. So that might be a potential good sign that we continue to, yes, we're having these sell-offs, but what are they doing? Look. This one got all the way down to what? About 25.30. The next one got to where? About 25.52. And now this one is where? I mean, it could potentially go further, obviously. Only time will tell. But right now, we're only at 26.15, and we're already back to 26.25. So, by all means, I'm not saying that this sell-off is already over or anything. I mean, obviously, it could just continue, but point being, it's going to have to drop a lot more for me to really be worried. It's going to pretty much need to drop below 2,500 before I start worrying. And that's just from the S&P standpoint. From your Dow Jones, let me pull it up on my phone because it's pretty slow on this TD Ameritrade for some reason. I think for Dow Jones, that would mean below, correct me if I'm wrong, 22,000, 21. I don't remember which one exactly, but I think it's around 22,000 is where I would start to kind of, I mean, it's all going to start going down together, but you get what I'm saying. UCLA. Los Angeles. But yeah, I mean, overall, there's nothing really there's nothing to be too worried about. I mean, but the market is definitely still ending the day shitty. We showed signs of potentially trying to make a comeback, but look, it actually got rejected by the SMA on the 1 day, which is a little interesting. But I want to see how low it goes to end the day. If we stay above our low of the day, which is really our low of the week, if we stay above that, if we stay above 262, I think we're fine. Now, could we drop again tomorrow or barely recover tomorrow and then drop some more Thursday or Friday? Sure, but like I said, none of us are fortune tellers. We just kind of play it by day, by hour. So shares an NOC. Started over here. So let's go back to NOC. Did we do NOC? Did we look at that one at all? She said about a year ago. I don't know why I'm tired all of a sudden. Shit. So you've held some NOC since about a year ago? If so, congratulations, dude. I mean, you're talking some pretty serious profits. You're talking $110 of profit. Up 44% roughly in a year, and that's if you got in just at 250. But I mean, we've seen this once before. Kept going up, came down, still going up, came down. I mean, I wouldn't worry until, again, with this one, I'd probably, if you got below that 313, I mean, it depends on your tolerance at the end of the day. Watch your SMA, watch your volume, watch this earnings report that apparently is going to be tomorrow, pre-market. I would say I would start watching it really closely around 3:30. Just watch it in segments. See if just say okay 3:35, 3:30. But where I'd really start to really watch is about 3:20 to 3:25. Again, it depends on how much you can stomach. I think if this comes down to like below 313, I think our overall market's gonna be panicking itself. I can't directly correlate this like with the market or anything, but yeah, I wouldn't start to really worry too much until around 3:30, to be honest. It looks like we were just on the day around 3:31, 3:33. So again, I'm not too worried about this one. I mean, I wouldn't worry until probably 3:25, at least 3:25. Because I mean, like I said, it had gotten up at this point to 3:49. It came down as much as 10%. It's down only 4% on the day right now. So right here it dropped 7%. So I mean, like I said, what I say, about 10%, that would put you right at 320 almost. So yeah, I'm not worried about this one until about 320, 325. But again, it's how much you can stomach. I mean, if you want to just, again, you can never go wrong with covering profits. I just think right now you're going to be missing out on probably at least 4 to 10% of profits. Why do I think that? Because like I said, I think this is going to go ahead and come back up at least a little further before we have yet another big sell-off. So I would at least want my 4% extra back before kind of freaking out. Like what I would say, buy low, sell high, right? But, sorry, just checking a message really quickly. Making sure it's nothing important. But yeah, like I said, I don't know if we have anybody, let's see, thanks for the info. Yeah, for sure. And like I said, I don't know if we have anybody new tuning in. I think this is my first time hearing from you, William. But, or maybe it's not. I feel like I've talked to you before. William Flores. Maybe, maybe not. But if we have any new people and you're wondering how often we go live and whatnot, we go live pretty much every single day now for stock market trading at the minimum. So, I mean, if you're just into the stock market, not even just the stock market, but just overall achieving financial freedom, that is all of our goal here at the end of the day. So if you like networking with a bunch of like-minded people, obviously don't feel hesitant or anything. Don't feel shy or anything like that. Oh, it is first time. Well, welcome, welcome. But like I was and this can go to you too. I mean, if you just like networking with like-minded people, everything is always 100% free. I know it can be sketchy to trust people on the internet and whatnot. That's why I started this channel, was because I got scammed by somebody when it came to making like money online, financial freedom and all that. But we have like a free Discord chat that I put in here pretty often for everybody to join. And like I said, if you just like networking with like-minded people, we go live every single morning. So definitely just consider, if you don't even want to subscribe, just check out the other videos and see if you like what you see. And if you do at that point, then definitely consider subscribing and hitting that bell icon so you'll be notified when we go live. And then we can all network and learn different ideas off of one another. Like I always say, I learn more from you all than you all probably will ever learn from me. So I can't even thank you guys enough for that to begin with. But yeah, I guess I can go ahead and put the Discord chat in there again, just because I can't figure out how to get it actually in my YouTube description. If I could do that, it'd be a hell of a lot easier. Copy. Oops. Oops, oops. Let's see. So I'm actually going to put it from, apparently I'm logged into like my personal profile right now. So whatever, I'll just go ahead and paste it from here. So that was actually it's funny, that's my personal. It should be sent in there. Oh man, is it because I'm on a different profile won't let me send it? Maybe not. I'm gonna have to go to my actual channel. Yeah, it wouldn't let me do it. I'll answer your question here right now in a second here. Subby. Is it Subi or Subby? I keep feeling like I'm pronouncing that wrong. Let's see. Okay, let's see if this one will let me post it. So yeah, there's that free Discord group chat. Like I said, everything's always 100% free over here. Hopefully I don't cuss too much, where eventually, if we ever get up to 1,000 subscribers, YouTube will monetize my channel. My channel is actually monetized, and then YouTube had some big changes where you have to like have 1,000 subscribers and 40,000 hours of watch time or something for them to even pay you. And then if you cuss too much or do vulgar activities, they won't monetize your channel because little kids watching YouTube. But how's I scammed? Well, pretty much how I got scammed, I was like 17, 18 years old. I feel like I was all up in the camera again. I was like 17, 18 years old, just graduated high school. I was like living at home. I just dropped out of college too, because like I said, I went to college for a couple months. I was like, fuck this shit. I'm paying for courses that have absolutely nothing to do with what I give a fuck about or come in here for. And I just couldn't get past that. So I was like, you know what? Fuck this. I mean, they're not teaching me anything that matters anyways when it comes to being an entrepreneur. I knew I was going to be an entrepreneur anyways, but I was like, you know what? I hate living in that what if mindset. What if I went to college? What if I'd done this? What if I'd done that? So I went ahead and did it. Definitely most expensive lesson, life lesson ever, $7,000 lesson right there by dropping out. But so I was just like at home and had a lot of free time and whatnot. Had a job almost like where I'm at now, where I don't do that much. So I was just searching on my phone, just like ways to make money from home, ways to make money online, all that good stuff, and came across, I don't even remember the name of the YouTube channel now, but it was some YouTube channel that seemed pretty legit. I mean, it had like 14,000, 20,000 subscribers, something like that. There was never a person. It was always like just like slideshow with some kind of robot type sounding voice. I'm sure you guys kind of get what I mean. And I kind of watched some of the videos and whatnot, and then they're like, oh, we have a course for only like $20. So I got the course, and then they kept asking for more money for access to this, access to that, and then I put another 20 here, 30 here, and then I was like, I mean, you're not really giving me much more at all. I mean, you keep just asking for more money, essentially. And then it started to kind of click. I was like, something ain't right here. So I went on the website, or not on the website, went to Google. I don't know why I didn't think of this before. Again, just a young, dumb, naive kid at that time, trusting everybody. And I hopped on the internet, searched them up, found out it was a total con artist type ran company. I don't even know how they're even running. In all honesty, they were faking BBB, Better Business Bureau ratings. They had like a fake rating, everything, like try to look as professional as possible. And so I mean, I only lost like $100, but the one thing that came out of that was learning how to start an Amazon FBA and eBay store. So I was like, okay, well, I want to learn a little bit more about that. And I actually ran into a channel, a guy, you guys might have heard of him, Steve Rakin Prof. I don't know, a lot of people probably haven't, because not a lot of people look to sell on Amazon and eBay. But I could tell he's like a really genuine guy and whatnot. I actually talked to him a few times, joined his, what's the name of that group? Some group, like a reseller group, essentially. And yeah, I mean, I did the reselling thing on Amazon for a while. That's how this channel actually started. I was like, well, you know what? I just want to start another, and if we can just have one more channel on YouTube that's actually just stone hard, just straight to the point, legit, no BS, no courses, no paid group, no nothing, just 100%. Just use this channel just to document everything I do from a business standpoint, and not like go and delete videos that were bad or whatever. Just literally document. You can go all the way back to my very first video. I was shooting it with a phone. I believe it was iPhone 6 at that time. Like iPhone 6. Shot it with the face camera like this. Didn't even twist it, did nothing. Just shot it like this. Was super shy, and I mean super camera shy. I still don't like doing vlogs and shit in public. You can actually see a video or two of that too. But yeah, point being, that's pretty much how we evolved since I graduated high school. and how I got scammed and where I'm at now and why I will never sell a course. And like I always say, just because I say that doesn't mean that every single course is bad, doesn't mean that everyone that makes courses is bad. It's just I generally feel if you create courses, you are going to be blacklisted by most of the public. That's how I feel. That's just from my experience. Sucker born every day, get rich quick schemes, exactly. Like, a lot of people call out, like, Tai Lopez and stuff. Like, I never took Tai Lopez's course, so I don't have an opinion on him. I've heard that people have had tremendous success with his course, but yet there's tons of people that say it's all fake, and blah, blah, blah. So, I don't know. I'm never going to comment on something I don't know nothing about. But, yeah. For profit school. Yeah. Just news. Trump and I think French Prime Minister, they were on CNBC for about an hour, it sounded like, Tyler, and sounds like something with the Iran deal and various amount of things. But it'll be back probably tomorrow, is what I'm guessing. Tomorrow or Thursday, it'll be back. Where you at on AMD? I've been trying to keep an eye on AMD for you. Thinking about you. Let's see where we're at. AMD, man, it's still around $10, isn't it? What is this? Oh, if you're talking about like this, this is just the TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim platform. I also use now, I'm still pretty new to it. I use Finviz too a lot of times, just more for news. But Tastyworks, this is another one that I actually started using just literally last night. I kind of looked stupid earlier trying to even navigate through it. I'm just showing you really quick what it looks like too, because I think long term I'm actually going to like to use this platform for everything, in all honesty, from like a chart standpoint, from just everything, doing trades, all that good stuff. But yeah, this is another one you can use. Again, this one's totally free too. I'm learning this one more for options than anything, but yeah, the other one is TD Ameritrade's Thinkorswim. You can see that's what it looks like right here. And all you have to do is create a TD Ameritrade account, totally free. A lot of people get tripped up when they start asking you about your bank account info. You don't have to fill out your bank account info unless if you want to and fund it. But you can just scroll down, and at the bottom it says like save and continue later, something like that. Which at that point you can go ahead and download Thinkorswim. Yeah, TVIX. I know Josh actually brought up TVIX to my attention when it was at like, I forget how much. It was at like, what was it? I don't know actually. I want to say 646. No, it was like 7. He brought it up to me around like 740 or something like that. And I was like, dude, I think it's too high. I'm going to stay away from it. And then sure enough, right after that, I looked again. It was at 760. And I considered it for a brief second. And if I would have, what if? But TVIX is a very, very complicated ETN to be invested in. Like, you have to be on it. But yeah, hopefully no one's really panic selling or anything like that, because I mean, like I said, I really have, for once, I have faith that this market's actually going to bounce back tomorrow and probably the rest of the week. Like I was just mentioning, we've been green for what, the last 2 weeks. I mean, we've had like little red days, like minus 130, minus 84, very little red days. We've been kind of just doing this number. I mean, it was just, I mean, look at it. Let's just look at the last 20 days on the SPY. I mean, look, we've just been, ever since we hit around 254, 255, we've just kind of, and now finally. So, again, I'm not really too worried about it. Like I said, until this gets below 260 and then below 255, it ain't even worth mentioning. Last time we got near this one-day SMA, we got rejected. I'm anxious, like I said, I'm anxious to see where this is going to end. I said straight up, if this ends above 262 on the day, after hours included, I think it'll be just fine. Markets overall are going to be fine. This is just from a SPY standpoint. So would you assume, where would you assume the S&P 500 be based off this? Around 2,630, roughly. Not 100%, but roughly. Or 26. I mean, let's take a look. See? Pretty damn close, right? So, we got less than 5 minutes now. Again, hopefully everybody's doing well. Again, do not panic sell. Just don't be that guy. Don't be that guy that goes, shit, I missed out on blah, blah, blah because I was a little bitch and sold way too early because I bought low, I sold lower. Don't be that guy. Or girl. Hopefully we're doing alright. Ooh. Says low video output. Let me know if we have any issues within the stream. It's telling me that I have low video output right now, so hopefully I don't need to like close anything. Just give me a quick update in the chat on how we're doing. I guess I could pull it up on my phone too. Hopefully we're doing alright though. It looks like we're doing alright, but yeah, I definitely want to hear from you guys on how the stream is doing. I'd like to see this again. We're above the 100, or not 180, but the SMA on this 1-day chart. I want to see it bounce at or above. I'd love to see it bounce right here and go back up to 263 in all honesty. But we'll see what happens. We got a few more minutes, and then obviously after hours will be very interesting. I don't think we're going to sell off in after hours. It's pretty rare that we sell off like we did today in after hours. I don't see that happening. But yeah, today overall pretty decent day until obviously the market took a shit. But Tyler, I'm anxious, man. What are you doing with them AMD calls? And apparently we also gained like 4 subscribers today. Awesome. Love having you guys here. Always love adding new members to our, whatever you want to call this, networking group that we got going on almost every single day here. And like I said, I put the Discord group chat there. Let me guys know if you have any issues with that. All it'll do is ask you, like, I think to like confirm your phone number or something. It doesn't like call you, spam you, message you, or anything like that. It just has that little confirmation. Pretty much like make sure you're not a robot or something stupid like that, or some hacker. Something like that. I don't know. So it looks like it's trying to consolidate or bounce right around the SMA. So hopefully that's a good sign of things to come. We just had some volume start to rush in. Go ahead and open my door real quick so I can hear. I have actually CNBC and was it Bloomberg or something like that on? I don't think Bloomberg's on, but I know CNBC was on my TV in my room. Check this out again. Hopefully we are still doing all right. But yeah, you can see overall red, lots of red, lots of red, lots of red. Someone that trades options, this is a dream come true because it's like pick one, anyone for throwing some calls. Throw some calls on Amazon, throw some calls on Apple, throw some calls on Facebook, Google. What else? I wouldn't mess with the banks personally. Throw some calls on KMI if you can. I don't know if you can throw calls on KMI. Maybe even, I wouldn't really mess with Walmart personally. Thanks for continuing the conversation all day here. No dead air. Yeah, I know sometimes I can be bad about like all of a sudden just kind of staring off for a minute, but I mean, on those days, it's when I got, like, no sleep at work at all the night before. Those days, I shouldn't even really be on or trading hardly, in all honesty. It's just, I almost feel an obligation to you guys to at least hop on for a couple hours just because, I mean, it's what I tell you all I do. If I'm going to tell everyone that I'm live every single day, then I need to be live every single day. But, yeah, those days where it's kind of just slower, like, I'm just not in it as much. It's just because I'm flat-ass exhausted, to be honest. I hate it, but I mean, it is what it is. I try to just keep myself energized, caffeined up as much as possible, but it's hard sometimes, man. So we just closed. Close above 263. What'd I say? I said if we could close above that, I think we'll be fine. That's not bad. Only ended down just a little under percent on the day. 1.3. That ain't too bad. Not too bad at all. Whose name is Wall Street? Is that someone's name? Which one of you named yourself Wall Street? That's pretty funny, actually. I love it. Thank the fucking Lord I fucking lost. Whew. Was that on AMD? Do you have a referral code for Tasty Works? I do not, but one that I heard that a lot of people use is apparently if you type in just YouTube, apparently that is one. I don't know what it gives you exactly. I don't even know if it gives you anything. I know when I typed it in, it didn't reject the code, but it didn't tell me like that I got anything crazy or nothing. So, but yeah, I just used all caps YouTube, and apparently that helped me in some shape or form, maybe, but man, what the hell? I guess someone's following me on StockTwits now, and they're asking me about NVCN. Apparently they've never watched my YouTube channel before, because most of you all know how I feel about NVCN. That was mostly on Facebook. Well, hey man, been there. I don't know if you guys know, actually. You all are probably going to rate me for saying this. But, I don't even want to admit it. I sold that yesterday. I got sick of it, and I was like, you know what? As long as this is probably going to take to ever reach my buy price, I was like, as long as it's going to take for that to ever happen, I was like, who's to say it's even going to happen? This thing could honestly go down to under $2 for all I know. Any fucking day. It's a horrible ran company. Has one of the worst CEOs in America. I mean, I kept trying to use Verizon buying 5 million shares as an excuse to stay in it. And I was like, you know what? As long as it's going to take for this thing to ever get back up to where I bought it, I was like, I could be going out there and making money and making the profits, making the losses back just by making some good quality trades. So, yeah, I don't know if I ever brought that up today or this morning at all, but I did finally sell that off at like $2.46, something like that. So, yeah, about $2 loss a share. Like I said, my worst trade ever to date, but it's one of those lessons, live and learn. And for those of you that don't know, how the hell did I manage to let it go down $2 a share? Well, you see what happened is I bought it right around here when I saw it started to dip, if I remember right. And it continued to dip, and I was like, okay, well, it bounced back after hours around $4, and then obviously took this huge dip. Like, it happened quick. This was in one after hours. I have no access to after hours or pre-market, keep in mind. So, actually, I don't think this was the day. It was the day before, wasn't it? Yeah. I was like, wait a minute, this doesn't make sense. So here it was. I bought it right in this wedge here, and sure enough, it kept going down. I saw it kind of consolidate, and I even seen it go back up, and I almost sold for close to break even, and sure enough, I fell asleep, because like I said, I work an overnight job. This was, again, what time? 1 p.m., right around when I got off of here, and I forgot. I even mentioned on the stream, I was like, I'm going to set a stop loss at $4 just to be safe. And sure enough, I did not before, because I was so flat-ass exhausted. I just fell asleep as soon as I hopped off the stream. And sure enough, next thing I know, I woke up, tank, $3. And I was like, well, fuck, I'm not cutting now. And then again, tank. And I was like, oh, my God. So I'd been kind of back holding it ever since. And I was finally just like, you know what? Fuck it. I'll make it all back. See you Wednesday. Yep. I'll see you tomorrow morning. I gotta go back to fucking work tonight. That sucks. I can't wait to quit this fucking job. But, yeah, see you in the morning, Luis. But, yeah, so for those of you that are wondering about that, that's what happened there, and it looks like it was for the best anyways, because that piece of shit is, back down, so I'm looking at what's going on here after hours. So it's already up to 263.30. Yeah, like I said, I just think, again, it was a quick little hiccup. They were like, oh shit, Trump's talking. Anytime Trump talks, market farts. So, just as expected. Same shit, different day. If anything, an options person's dream. So, but, yeah, I don't really want to make this stream too long. Like I said, I mean, the label even says, like, last market hour or something. So, yeah, like I said, if you all are interested in that Discord chat, by all means, go ahead and click that link. Like I said, it's totally free. All it does is ask you, like, to confirm your phone number or something. It doesn't spam you, call you, message you, anything like that. I don't even run Discord, obviously. It's like a gamer's chat or something, but a lot of traders use it. And another thing I'll start doing within that Discord group chat is, like, maybe on my way home. I was thinking about this the other day. I was thinking about going into the Discord chat, because there's a voice chat within the app. If you guys didn't know, if you scroll down, like if you see right here, it says voice channels general down at the bottom. We can go live in there pretty much any time. So that's a really cool feature that Discord offers. So I was thinking about on my way home, since obviously I don't hop on till like literally a couple minutes before the bell, since I don't get off till 8 Central Time, which is obviously 9 Eastern. So I'm like rushing to just get home. I literally change and shower at work. That way I can just come straight home, hop on here with my coffee. But I was thinking about like going into the Discord voice chat and just like chatting it up with you guys before going live. So if you guys again are interested in that, then you already know what to do. But yeah, definitely take it easy, Luis. I think you already left, but yeah, I guess with that being said, I'll go ahead and wrap this stream up. Again, I can't thank you guys enough for the support that you continue to show me. If you did like this stream as well as any of the others, definitely make sure to smash that like button. I greatly appreciate that. And like I said, if you're new to the channel and see this video either now or after like it uploads, and you just like what you see and like what you hear from overall everybody within this chat, and you just want to network again with a bunch of like-minded people, I definitely suggest you click that link or hit me up in my social media that's posted in my description box, I believe, and so we can get you put in there. Again, totally free. I'm never charging for anything, and hopefully you'll consider subscribing below and hitting that bell icon so you'll be notified as soon as we go live for market trading every morning. But until next time, guys, keep on going out there making those profits, covering those profits, cutting those losses when needed, and achieving some financial freedom this year. And I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. Take it easy, guys.